I break the powers and I loose the knot. I see it there. Somebody say amen. And the Bible said, when
Eh, eh. 10 years, you say. 10 long years and look how Jamaica stay. No light, no road, no food pan we plate. People are suffer while Andrew a live great. Hey, hey. You stand up on the platform, smile wide and proud. I tell we about prosperity, but we can't see it all now. Hurricane come through and left the people bare. 6 months later, them still out there, asleep under the air. Your GLP friends them build high rise, road still full of wood. House pocket to a fill, while the nation lose its soul. Hospital overflow, picnic can't get bed. School roof a leak, but you and Juliet well fed. You always have excuse, always pass the blame. Every time something wrong, it never go in your name. Jamaica a drown and you claim you're unclean. Biggest actor in a politics we ever see. Wholeness, time to go, time to go. The people, we say no. 10 years and we can't take no more, you know hear us. We are not on the door. Wholeness, time to go, time to go. From Kingston to Legril, the people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. Wholeness, time to go. Farmer can't afford to plant, food price reach the sky. You're bringing the poverty while your own people cry. We born ya, we grow ya, we bleed for this land. But Andrew at the top won't extend the man. You talk about vision, you talk about plan, but 10 years later we still can't understand. Corruption report London, nobody charge. The people pocket small, but the scandal them large. Who's crack up parish council, bro? Country suffocate, done and it just smoke. And when we raise we voice, so call we political, but the truth is the truth and the truth is biblical. Police, time to go, time to go. The people, they say no, we say no. 10 years and we can't take no more.
You know hear us, we are not pulling over.
Police, time to go, time to go. From Kingston to Negril, the people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. Police, time to go. We don't want no speech.
We want action, no not the lies you preach. Hurricane victims still under tarpaulin.
Prime Minister fly gone foreign. Your JLP cabinet full, but the people covered empty.
Oh, you live so large when we
living
so scanty.
Not with fists, not with fire, but with voice them rising higher and higher. From every parish, every yard, every gate, Jamaica speaking and I know too late. Time to go. The people, we say no. 10 years and we can't take no more, you know hear us. We are not on the door. Time to go. From Kingston
Time
to
to go, man.
the people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. It's our time to go. This one is for every Jamaican. We can't afford feet. We are sleep on cardboard.
We are drive on broken road.
The people don't forget. The people don't forgive. Enough is enough. Jamaicans will live.
I'm going to say welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's your brother Bolo and we're in the space. Hope all is well. Hope everybody is doing well. I want to go on and keep them kick off the people them off of the life. But this is not safe. Hold on there. I want to stop my while ago. Something just happened. That's all me know. Something just happened a while ago. Where is all the people them that was on the live a while ago? People came and went. But we are going with the show saying we don't waste no time, you know. Because I see a little thing in that paper and I say, yo, boy, I have to come back live right now. Come talk about this, because this even make no sense, brother. What me I see I go on. This even make no sense. I see Facebook. The ad pen thing kind of outer hand. I don't know how else to say. The ad pen. Oh, this one next accident this again? Highgate? Jesus. People. I don't realize how going. I'm tired to talk on my platforms to become like, I waste my time and I tell them, I say, yo, right now, I need to understand, say, a spiritual warfare going on in Jamaica. If you're not covered, everybody in a problem. Then, man, if you're not covered, everybody in a problem. Tell her that. But anyway, let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. I know, so because I'm on TikTok, I have to do the right thing. I never wanna go use my speaker, you know. But TikTok on there, so I have to make on your walk one. But just wanna go solo for my computer alone. You see me, but yeah. We have PW in the building. PW say, good night, Bolo. Scandals large and corruption huge. They never tell a lie. And me hear say Diane Jackson Miller make a fool out of herself. You see me? Over the whole thing with the voice note. Why Diane Jackson Miller? Why? I'm double disappointed. Double disappointed. You see me? Nah, this year nothing, but yo, your bias towards the thing unbelievable. Like, you're supposed to be like somebody was supposed to be like a journalist. You're supposed to be professional and all of these things. And you're there pick side with the Jamaica Labour Party. You used to do some interview with Andrew Honest. How come you not see? Yeah, play back then click up on Andrew and I tell Andrew say, yo, sometimes I run out on them, you know. But sometimes I do them silly thing I want me to say. Wait a minute. I want it her. You know what I mean there? No, me really if you wonder what I want to do in Jackson Miller. Honestly, me start I saw me look on her. Like, you know, like sideways. Real. Start look on the Jackson Miller sideways, yo. Believe me, tell her. Now but I use my headphone here, man. I'm just turn down this camera. No, definitely people. Guys, let me know where you guys are watching from. If it's your first time, if you are a new subscriber, if you're on TikTok right now, you want to come over to YouTube, all you have to do, you see, go in the link to my bio and click subscribe and come over to Bolo VNR 2.0. Alright, so let us discuss the voice note. What is the problem with the voice note? What did they say? Them say there's nothing. No corruption upon the guy. No corruption upon him. That them say the corruption upon Andrew. Where's the lie? Andrew is the head of NARA. So even if the CEO don't really make no sense, you know, he is just an arm of Andrew. Andrew is the most corrupt person in Jamaica in our politics. You feel what I deal with? And he's the one that is gonna get all these powers to override all of these entities that is supposed to safeguard us. Like, we don't read. We don't put 2 and 2 together. We don't fit puzzle. We never the puzzle at school. A simple mathematics. Look on the situation down at Discovery Bay with the lands when we're supposed to be protected. Andrew Wallace override that and say, yo, we don't go mine down there and kill off the animal them and dirty up the water and mash up the air where people them a breed. His decision basically, that's what it said. Him ignore all of the safeguard them. Right? And tell the companies. And then you find out that the company attached somehow to some type of labor, right? Oh, I'm telling you, man, you better go learn here, man. When I come from a page, you're not foolish. Now, I'm in a foolish question, brother. You ask me no fool question. If you know, say, and this is just an analogy. If you know, say, somebody a thief, You gotta tell him if you go in your house, go take up money. Think about that. That is an analogy. You know? That is an analogy. If you know say a man a thief, or if you suspect say a man is a thief, would you send him to your house to go take out money out of your safe? Yeah man, here we go. Just take out 50,000 and left your rest. You trust him for do that? Joke thing. I see nothing wrong with the voice note. What? The man them never mentioned nothing in the voice note to sabotage Nara. Nara go sabotage itself because we all know that they're going to use it to steal and to make them friend richer. Just like how the Auditor General, there's trillions of dollars that is unaccounted for. Trillions under Andrew Honest government. We don't know if they're thief, we don't know if they give them baby mother, we don't know if they give them side chick. Unaccounted for. Trillions, we never say billions, we never say millions. Trillions of dollars unaccounted for. Under Andrew Honest 10-year government. Multiple trillions of dollars. So you tell me say, them things are normal. Them things are normal. Them things they can't be overlooked. And then we are here now, and this is a story I'm come for now. Because I get tonight. I don't have time for no live right in no comment section and chat foolish Islamians. You could go in this, ladies and gentlemen. Seeing? Main story. I start off with the main story because I night now. I may have some other story I go through, but I start off with the main story. Yes, right there. So this is a story right there. So. This is a story right there. So in the cleaner. I cannot believe what I see. I must joke this. I walk on and add them. I walk on with the people them donated money. I walk on with the people them information. Or you really go. I them a thing man them a go on with. This unbelievable man. If me never me tell you say certain things I see. If me never see it in a newspaper, I won't believe in it. No one believe if me never see it in the newspaper. If you never come in the newspaper, I would say a lie or not tell for the government. But today in the newspaper. You don't listen to this. Great tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. The donation money, where the people them donate. What they say? ADPEM, government does not own Support Jamaica website. Let's read.
The Support Jamaica website was created in the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa, acting as a portal for information and donations regarding the government's relief efforts. By February of 2026, some $1.4 billion in donations had been collected through the portal. Director General for the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management, ODPEM, Commander Alvin Gale, told Parliament's Public Accounts Committee on Wednesday that the website remains in the hands of the private owners who built it and not the government.
Just, if you can pause for a second, can you tell me who currently owns that website, the Support Jamaica website? I know it would have been created by a private developer on behalf of the government, but what's the current status of it?
So the private developer still owns the website. The agreement is an SAS, and forgive me if I forgot the meaning of it, but primarily it is they develop the website and then offer us the service. So we have 1 year's free service to the portal.
Do we have a formal agreement with that?
We do have a formal agreement in place. In the initial phases of it, for the rapid development and deployment of the website, yes, there wasn't the necessary agreement in place, but we had subsequently regained on that and calls for an agreement to be signed governing that website and its mechanisms.
Commander Gale also revealed that sensitive information such as donors and the amounts donated can be accessed by the developers. But he sought to assure the PAC that an agreement is in place governing the usage and disposal of data processed through the site.
So the developer and ADPEM have access to the information as per our current privacy statement. We would have made the necessary adjustments to make it clear. As it is now, they own the website. We are utilizing our portal. There's a requirement in the data protection agreement concerning once we are concluded using the platform, the modalities around how the information should be scrubbed and the assurance is given to us that the matters are indeed removed from their access.
The Auditor General's Department recently audited the Support Jamaica website. The audit found significant information security governance gaps, inadequate access management, and non-compliance with data protection requirements. Commander Gale told the PAC that the website's developer has now brought itself up to standard with the necessary data protection and cybersecurity requirements. This is with the exception of SOC2 certification, which is a voluntary compliance framework that verifies a service provider securely manages data to protect client privacy.
The only, and I'm careful to use the word outstanding matter, is the matter concerning the SOC 2 type certification. The developer has indicated, and we've seen the necessary reports, they would have engaged in a matter, in a system of getting the training done. So by all reports, they are compliant with the standards. It's just no matter for them to transmit to us any certification around the standards.
Siobhan Campbell for Nationwide
Just
News.
if you can pause for a second, can you tell me who currently owns that website, the Support Jamaica website? I know it would have been created by a private developer on behalf of the government, but what's the current status of it?
So the private developer still owns the website. The agreement is an SS, and forgive me if I forgot the meaning of it, but primarily it is they develop the website and then offer us the service. So we have 1 year's free service to the portal.
Do we have a formal agreement?
Ladies and gentlemen, now I want you guys to follow me, because there's a lot of things here that is alarming. Sylvan, what are you doing? This is a matter of national security. We can tell you that right now. That are the first thing right off of the bat. You see, all I know, where we telling us said don't send no money. You remember when the man the international platform said don't send the money to Andrew Owens. You never listen down. Don't send the money to the government. You never listen down. Come on, Andrew, one payment rate. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. I want to ask you one question. Why would they have an agreement with the company to keep the website? Why the government wouldn't want to own the website outright? Hello, somebody? And the other thing, what does this mean for the government where legal liabilities might come forward? Kemar say him not understand this. Kemar, Gloria, big up. Selvane, big up. Basically, the website that was used for persons overseas to donate money for the hurricane relief, Jamaica government does not own the website. A private company owns the website. Follow me? What I'm understanding from what he's saying quite clearly is that there's an agreement for them to have the service from the website for 1 year. Big up yourself, Yankee Bless. They will have the service for the website for 1 year, ladies and gentlemen. But they don't own the website. No, the data, which is the information of the individuals that donated, the company has access to it. No, this is a matter of the individuals that donated. This is a matter for them to say, do I trust this process? No man, Nats, no worry about that the person. If I saw the nation more than trouble. The people them that donate, they must be looking at themselves and say, well, do I trust this process? Is this, I don't know who own it. I don't know who own it yet. See, but the individuals that gave their money, do you trust this process? And you know what's a better question? For the individuals that donated their money, if you were aware that the company that the money was being donated to was not the website that the money was donated to was not owned by the government of Jamaica, would you send your money to them? I think that is the biggest question. Somebody say I should repeat what I said. All right. So the government does not own the company that the hurricane relief money, not the company, the website that the hurricane relief money was donated to. A company, a private company created the website and gave the service to the government 1 year for free. That are the first thing we need to understand. Alright? My contention is this and my question is this. If individuals that were going to donate their money had known from before that the company which the money was going to be donated through was not owned by the government, would you donate to them? No. People use GoFundMe, but the volume of money that was coming through, or the potential volume that was coming through that particular website. What is the name of the website again? Hold on. Support Jamaica website. That is the name of the website. So somebody can go and look it up for me to see who own the company. Because we know we have some research heads watching you now. Somebody can go and look up the company Support Jamaica website and find out who own the company. It is alleged, ladies and gentlemen, that Mr. Savadia, I cannot confirm or deny this. It is alleged that Mr. Savadia, the little Indian brother, it is alleged that him own the company. I don't know how true it is. I don't know how true it is. Alright, my people? I don't know. But let's continue. Because I do a recording right now.
And we do have a formal agreement in place. In the initial phases of it, for the rapid development and deployment of the website, yes, there wasn't the necessary agreement in place, but we had subsequently regained on that and caused for an agreement to be signed governing that website and its mechanisms.
Just if you can pause.
It's to the port.
Do we have a form?
The meaning of it, but primarily it is they develop the website and then offer us the service. So we have 1 year's free service to the port.
Do we have a formal agreement with that?
We do have a formal agreement in place. In the initial phases of it, for the rapid development and deployment of the website, yes, there wasn't the necessary agreement in place, but we had subsequently regained on that and caused for an agreement to be signed governing.
So in the initial phases, there wasn't a formal agreement. No, ladies and gentlemen. You know, in these initial phases, wouldn't that be cause for concern where people's, I don't know, data is concerned? Wouldn't that be wouldn't it be prudent financially? I mean, security-wise, wouldn't it be prudent to make sure that you cross all your T's and dot all your I's where the security of the donors is concerned, and also any legal liability to the government of Jamaica for attaching themselves to this particular venture? This is really sloppy, you know. This is really sloppy. And they're going to look at it from a space of emergency. Oh, it was an emergency. Hey man, yo, this government, bro, I'm telling you.
The Support Jamaica website was created in the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa, acting as a portal for information and donations regarding the government's relief efforts. By February of 2026, some $1.4 billion in donations had been collected through the portal. Director General for the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management, ODPEM, Commander Alvin Gale, told Parliament's Public Accounts Committee on Wednesday that the website remains in the hands of the private owners who built it and not the government.
Just if you can pause for a second, can you tell me who currently owns that website, the Support Jamaica website? I know it would have been created by a private developer on behalf of the government, but what's the current status of it?
So the private developer still owns the website. The agreement is an SAS, and forgive me if I forgot the meaning of it, but primarily it is they develop the website and then offer us the service. So we have 1 year's free service to the portal.
Do we have a formal agreement with that?
We do have a formal agreement in place. In the initial phases of it, for the rapid development and deployment of the website, yes, there wasn't the necessary agreement in place, but we had subsequently regained on that and caused for an agreement to be signed governing that website and its mechanisms.
Commander Gale also revealed that sensitive information such as donors and the amounts donated can be accessed by the developers. But he sought to assure the PAC that an agreement is in place governing the usage and disposal of data processed through the site.
So the developer and ODPEM have access to the information as per our current privacy statement. We would have made the necessary adjustments to make it clear. As it is now, they own the website. We are utilizing our portal. There's a requirement in the data protection agreement concerning once we are concluded using the platform, the modalities around how the information should be scrubbed, and the assurance is given to us that the matters are indeed removed from their access.
The Auditor General's Department recently audited the Support Jamaica website. The audit found significant information security governance gaps, inadequate access management, and non-compliance with data protection requirements. Commander Gale told the PAC that
So Jamaica, thank God for the Auditor General that we have a real-time audit. So there was actual data security gaps. No, for whatever period there was data security gaps. What does that mean for the donors? I'm just asking questions, bro. What does that mean for the donors? Let me tell you something. If I was one of those donors, I would never donate to the government again. And I would pray that my data is not compromised. That's the most I could do. Pray that my information was not compromised. And potentially could be used. Do you know how? Listen, if you should listen to like other global news, you understand. You see, data, selling of people's data is a very lucrative business. They have data farms all over the world, like illegal. It's big business. People's information is big business scamming. If I listen, I'm not saying the government did anything, I'm not saying the company did anything. I'm saying if I was one of those donors, I would never trust this government again. Because they did not protect me from the onset. There should have been an ironclad situation before that. Before you say, okay, donate to us. You're telling me that there were gaps at that point? Come on, bro.
the website's developer has now brought itself up to standard with the necessary data protection and cybersecurity requirements.
At what point did they bring themselves up to standard? 3 months after, 2 months? At what point? Is it that it's just now they bring themselves up to date? So what does that mean for that all of that other time? I just need to know these questions. I need to know. I don't understand what is going on. What is going on? And people coming to talk about voice tones for the PNP. This is a real issue. And if the PNP wanted to fight Nara, which is not the case, so what? This is a bigger issue. And there's way other bigger issues like the hospitals, like the roads, like the children in school and the poor education. Everything this government do is baga baga.
This is with the exception of SOC2 certification, which is a voluntary compliance framework that verifies a service provider securely manages data to protect client privacy.
The only, and I'm careful when I use the word outstanding matter, is the matter concerning the SOC 2 type certification. The developer has indicated, and we've seen the necessary reports, they would have engaged in a matter, in a system of getting the training done. So by all reports, they are compliant with the standards. It's just no matter for them to transmit to us any certification around the standards.
Siobhan Campbell.
So even up to this point, they still had things that they needed to make sure that was set in place. And it's still not 100%. Yo, this is unbelievable. Let me go to somebody text me and say I must go to Andre's show and check out what he said about this particular, what Noel said about this particular situation. Alright, let me check that out. Let me check it out. Alright. I need to go and watch that interview in its fullness. You know? Alright. Million Man March. Hurricane Melissa drama. Hold on. Let me just pause something real quick so I can't find this.
More context into this, but this, I believe, should concern every single one of us here tonight. And we're going to get into that in a moment. Don't go anywhere. In 2009, evidence that can be explained and carefully.
Corporate events and...
I want to give you guys a quick update. And I think, you know, I opened the show tonight. Before we end in a short while, we still got a lot more to get through. I want to highlight the good that is happening. We have to celebrate the good and the positive. And said that she didn't have a walker. The walker. To pick it up and then try and... You've got to stand by. I won't be able to take it just yet. Or somebody decides. This, I believe, should concern every single one of us here tonight. And we can all do that thing, right? Yeah, you know, leave the mad people then by themselves. Let, madman that, mad girl that. What's acceptable?
Bellevue situation, big facts. That's a real problem.
Having someone feels like a scam, then unfortunately, people may have been inadvertently scammed. Yeah. What? I'll do something in a second, but let me just explain what's on the website real quick. So it says that Support Jamaica is a government donating money, and you're all running around wanting to do the right thing and to be encouraging people. You know, when Melissa damaged Jamaica, Western Jamaica, right? And we all were running around like headless chicken. There were people in foreign countries wanting to pack barrels, people sending boxes. The wharfs were at capacity, they couldn't cope. Budju Banton was shouting on social media saying, that them TP Starling out of his barrel. There was so much things happening, right? And the government was telling people to donate. Thousands of people turned to the Support Jamaica website to donate money and help those in need. Most people probably assumed it was a government website, but guess what? Tonight we are finding out it was not, and it is not a government website. Parliament's Public Accounts Committee heard that the government does not own the website used to coordinate those relief donations. And that's not all. The Director General of ODPEM also revealed that the owner of the website has access to the information provided by donors. Now that disclosure is now prompting serious questions. Who owns the website? Why wasn't it government owned? Why was the government encouraging people? Listen, I'm glad I didn't, let me not even say it out loud. But anyway, why was the government encouraging people to go on this website, put in their credit card details, donate money, put their names, their addresses? What safeguards were in place to protect the information of Jamaicans who donated? And I guess fundamentally tonight, right? Who ultimately controls the data collected? through a platform used during one of the country's biggest disaster relief efforts. Who controls that? Here's the problem. Did anybody, when they were donating money and you were all running around wanting to do the right thing and to be good citizens, to be good people, to help your fellow countrymen and women, did anybody read the fine print? Did anybody take the time to read the fine print? And maybe it was on the website. You know what? Let's just go on there right now, and see if there's anything that specifies that on there right now. Because this is in my mind, this is equivalent to a data breach. Because the supportjamaica.gov.jn, everyone assumed it was a government website. So if we go down to FAQ, what is the role of ODPEM in this? What is the government back? So on ODPEM's website, you know what? I'm gonna have to add, I'm gonna do something in a second, but let me just explain what's on the website real quick. So it says that Support Jamaica is a government-backed initiative aimed at financing infrastructure rebuilding and community support programs in the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa. So listen, I feel like the more I can imagine there are people throwing things right now, people who've gone on to this website and have donated their hard-earned cash, knowing that your information is not is out there. I'm just having another quick, we're doing this in real time, by the way. So you guys will have to bear with me a second whilst we do this in real time.
All of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies
here's
will be
what my
exposed.
conclusion is
That's
right
all.
now.
And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they
scam,
take it the wrong way. The truth is the light.
If it looks having so here's what my conclusion is right now. If it looks having someone like me being the victim of a scam, if it looks like a scam, smells like a scam, feels like a scam, then unfortunately people may have been inadvertently scammed. Yeah.
Help. We key out of the ladder.
We need your divine intervention. We're tired of the labor rights. We're tired of the green people. We are so far. We can't take it no more. We need this. We need it. Help. Help. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Psalm 46. God is our refuge and strength. Is a liberator.
Jamaica. You hear what the man said a while ago? As a victim of being scammed. If it look like a scam, if it smell like a scam, inadvertently people might be scammed. Did anybody read the fine print? I think there needs to be a deeper investigation into this company, the fine print, the government's connection to it, whether too personal or not. I really think they need to look into this. $1.44 billion was allocated from this. 1.44 billion.
That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, nobody.
Right? $1.44 billion. Hi, how you doing, Ali? If you got a big up. I don't trust them, yo. I don't trust them. I would have never promoted anybody or encouraged them to donate to that website. As a matter of fact, I had people in the States. I told them, yo, it's better you go and donate to Andre's show. I told them, I said, go donate to Andre's show. You can see where the money is going. I had people like, yo, I want to help. I say, yo, listen, PDTV. I said, don't donate to the government. Brawling. And here we go. You know, my fears have been validated. Data, ladies and gentlemen, the people have information and card number, all of them something that the company have access to it. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? And I'm not saying that anything happened. I'm not saying none of that. I'm saying the possibilities of the way how this thing unfolded. And then for persons not knowing the fine print, not reading the fine print, you're in a vulnerable position. The most secure thing I could say to you, assume that your information is out there everywhere. And try to do some damage control. And also look into the company and see where you can sue if there was any liabilities on their end. That's what I would do. Protect yourself as best as you can, and then send out your attack dogs. Data breach is a very serious thing. Alright? Very, very serious thing. File a class action lawsuit. The lawyer then in the comment section. Mighty God.
You go on this website tonight and it will give you it's got a big Jamaica, Jamaican flag, Hurricane Melissa relief, rebuilding lives, restoring hope. And now we're learning that the government doesn't control the website. So as if we didn't have enough on our plate tonight to want to go away and to try and think about the many things. The many things. We now have to deal with this absolute shitstorm. The absolute crazy, raging, shitty, messy storm that we are now finding out 9 months, 10 months later, that the website that people were being directed to, and who remembers when people were getting cursed out that they weren't directing to the government, and you shouldn't give it to the thieving, scamming TikTokers and the people who were loading up their cars and going out on the ground to give their money. And now we're finding out that the money is going to a government-backed initiative, and the government does not own the website or has access to the information provided by donors. It is a third party. So there's a real possibility that people are getting their details compromised. Not to mention,
What can go so?
Not to mention, Georgia, the donation money, right? Not even to mention that. Like, listen, there are more questions that we have tonight as a result of this coming to light, and we now understanding that the government doesn't have access to it. So again, the government will need to come out. They will need to come out and tell the people how they are getting the money. So what oversight is there to understand that the money that has been donated by the public, that this government-backed initiative, that every single dollar that is going in is going to go to the victims of Hurricane Melissa, or is going to go to rebuilding people's homes? We don't know. There's no oversight. The government says that they have no access to the information provided by donors. So if somebody donates, a good hardworking person says, you know what, I'm going to give my entire pay packet, my entire wages for the month, $3,000. Whoever is taking the money could just say to the government, oh, we got $50. And then they're laughing on their way to the bank. So we can't forget that there are people suffering tonight, people without water in Jamaica. The mental health services is at capacity. We have the Prime Minister then going off, to watch a fancy football match. And the country's not looking good. Things aren't looking good. I did begin tonight, and I told you guys, the first thing I said was good evening, but I told you why it was not going to be a good evening. So we need the receipts, not just for the FIFA trip. We need the receipts for the Support Jamaica website. We need more transparency and accountability on that side. Because if the money is not being used to rebuild the country, to rebuild the people's homes and lives, then doesn't that worry us all? Isn't that just a direct scam? I'm sorry to say, but isn't that a scam? Okay, in fact, let me be politically correct. Doesn't that mean that people were misled? So I feel like we started this journey and we did say that we're going to do some digging tonight, and I just can't believe where we are. I feel like we're leaving.
So let's go to the article because he just mentioned something. Hurricane relief cash being pumped into building new foundation. So the government is using the hurricane relief cash to pump into building new foundations. Permanent Secretary in the Office of the Prime Minister said the balance of unspent donation funds for Hurricane Melissa victims, flagged in an Auditor General report in May, is now being used to build house foundations and provide utilities for modular housing units to be given to people whose homes were destroyed by Hurricane Melissa last October. 10 months after. 10 months after. In the middle of a hurricane season, the starting of a hurricane season, yo. 10 months after. You can't make this up, bro. Can't make this up. During a meeting in the PAC at Garden House yesterday, Maid said 1,200 modular units were already in the country, while the government was seeking to acquire another 1,300. And he said that the Ministry of Economic Growth and Infrastructure Development and the National Housing Trust joined forces to construct the foundation. Maid could not indicate how many of the modular units had already been handed over to the hurricane victims. He told the committee that some victims did not have the authority to build on the land they occupy, causing delay in preparing sites for modular units. However, the Permanent Secretary said that the instances where people are unable to verify that they own or construct houses on the property they occupy, the government was moving to provide land through the National the National Land Agency to satisfy the needs of hurricane victims. Commander Alvin Gale, Director General of the Office of the Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management, said that MEGID, which is the lead ministry for the distribution of the modular units, had partnered with the Ministry of Labor and Social Security to identify the most vulnerable people who would benefit from the housing solutions. Gale told committee members that ODPEM would not be placing modular units in areas vulnerable to natural disasters. The idea is not to rebuild in spaces that would have a significant impact, he said. Maid said there was a policy intent to relocate not only housing solutions but townships if necessary. He said the government would identify locations where it could establish services with the hope that businesses and other establishments would build around these areas. Government service centers will not be established in vulnerable spaces, and we hope that the townships will grow around the new spaces made. So it appears as if they are not only talking about just moving people, but they're talking about moving towns. Wherever the people them move go, them want if move the town them go there too. Yo, shout out to Sylvanev, man. Shout out to Sylvanev. Sylvanev say, now that we got the likes up, the next step is to donate to the Live Goal peeps. Big up yourself there, Sylvanev. Let them know. The donation link is in the comment section. It's pinned, ladies and gentlemen. So this is scary. I'm not gonna lie to you. If I was one of those persons that donated to this initiative, Wagwan Ishmael, I would be scared shitless about my information being out there. Yeah, I would be out of my mind about that. My credit card information, all of that stuff. Nah, bro. This is very, very serious, and I hope that my worst fears about this is not materialized. I really do, for the sake of all those persons that genuinely just wanted to help and trusted the government. I hope that they have not found themselves in a position where they have become completely exposed and vulnerable because of choosing to help through the JLP government. I really hope that does not happen or materialize. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Wow. Let's go to the other stories, ladies and gentlemen. I just had to make sure that I got that one from the jump. When I saw it, I was like, what?
Ladies and gentlemen.
When I saw it, I was like, what? Yeah, this must be a joke. It has to be. There's just no way. There's just no way. Another story, ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, that caught my eye. Is this the live stream? No, this is not it. It was Mr. Lonesome. Yeah, I think, no, this is not it. Let's go to the history. Mr. Lonesome play on tape and I say, yo, why Andrew talk? And Mark Golding met with the same nurses, ladies and gentlemen. Big up Missy Dex. Missy Dex put up a video. It's a short video. Missy Dex commentary. Mark Golding met with the nurses and it was a different reception from Andrew Honest. Let me just say that. Elaine, how you doing? Total different reception from Andrew Honest. I found that very interesting. Let's go to this.
So if you don't want to vote for them still pay you, but them make you lift your finger and you not vote for them. But you can't vote the next day. And that happened to some of them here. But some of them still get can go voting. Because some people take them money, never dip them finger. So them and Shirai Clark, E.R. Clark, did one out to talk about Mark Golding and about rape. Him for go to prison, you know. Mark Golding wife. Yeah. In a them big dirty group, what she did say. Rosie just come out. You see she run out and talk about Donovan Williams and the kickback and gunman and she come out and say something about it. Big Mama them say something about it. And when them thing pop, but from the department within the council. Okay? So you have people working there. Nobody can draw a foot on you when you have JLP there and PMP. So that when them come with that bullshit. Get real now in 2026. But you think JLP council down the OPMP fit? Remember you have some of them at JLP control me a light down in a mere penny now. But if him drive foot no came and do, if you still have to go through the department, if you go do what you do. So when they talk about PMP this or not, them just want gang up and then try to attack the PMP with nothing at all. Nothing. Attack the opposition and then say the PMP can attack everybody with a bad brush. When one man talk, but you still have much JLP nastiness when a beard and think and frown and do a kind of fuckery. Them are fucking group them are groupie.
Embarrassing.
Fuckery night. You know, run out and take it out and do this. You know,
What can go
so? E.R. Clark. Did one out to talk about Mark Golding and about rape. Him for go prison, you know. Mark Golding wife. Yeah. In a them big dirty group, what she did say. Rosie just come out. You see she run out and talk about Donovan Williams and the kickback and gunman and she come out and say something about it.
Then quiet like a lamb. You know who matter? She named Dean Jackson Miller. Dean Jackson Miller, mighty God, honestly. Where were you? Oh, you never said nothing about where Rosie said. But Donovan Williams, why what going on? I missed that video. If you did put it out, more of a see. I will apologize, but I don't remember you doing a video about Rosalie. The allegations that Rosalie levied onto Donovan Williams. One of her, well, I don't know what to say, comrades in the party. One of her colleagues, one of her brothers in the JLP. It come like we have to refresh people's memory about where Rosie said. It must say a long time not play the Rosie tape. Hold on there, Jamaica. Hold on there. Let me find the Rosie tape. I come like they figure.
Big Mama them say something about it. And when them thing pop down, them lie to Andrew, because you know where Andrew them image shit. When they spread peer propaganda and be a false notion I'm a matter of fact, I play the last thing, I have too much thing to play. But I have to play the last thing upon Andrew Onis. I want to hear where I said to Uno, after I promise poverty, from poverty to prosperity. Let me play this. Let me play this, yeah. Andrew, can artist in a better.
Yeah, man.
I be a fuck him doing it. And talk, you know. Look out, let me play this. Yeah, but Andrew said to the world people then you have to know. Yeah,
because I know when I speak like this, which I have to do, I have to make these very controversial statements and confront our people, because sometimes we have false notions of our exceptionality, and I have to confront to say, hey, we need to change. And there are those persons who are deeply wedded in.
I love you that word deeply wedded. I can't know every word I use. Him lie, you fuck. This is front of me. Lie. And the other was
an illusion.
Yeah. This one I about the world now.
In my recent budget debate, I made a central point. Every Jamaican must increase their productivity.
That's the dunces thing. One of the dunces thing come out time out. Because I know every Jamaican work. But you have to increase your productivity when you don't own nothing. You're working on hotter than a clean toilet and a spread bed. Or you increase your productivity. You're in a food shop or sell. Or in a Chinese place or pass grocery. Or you increase your productivity. No man, you have to hear what I'm saying, man, when we dissect him. Or you increase your product. Remember, you know, if you're not.
Yo, I say, I really and truly, because I don't know how people get trapped in the psychosis. Because when Andrew Jones speak, I spell him a cast for the people. You know? How must you increase your productivity when you don't have opportunity? When you don't have nothing? What is the role of the government? Every single speech Andrew Jones put out on the other day is to escape responsibility. Anytime Jamaica they in one bad place, are the people in fault. Tough time do the same thing. Anytime things not operate right in the healthcare system, are the nurse them fault? Are Jamaicans fault? Jamaicans, if you stay healthy, don't need to go to the hospital because you're making us look bad. In the healthcare system, you're making me look bad because I don't have enough beds because you are sick. The man is pure evil, ladies and gentlemen. They blame the victims. Them are some man when a young lady gets raped, then why did you walk on that street on that night? You never know some man you not go raping if you walk this up. Like that a one normal occurrence. This is what these bastards do, you know. The man them six thumb up, brother. Yo.
Pray me not ask me. Him get over things. So if I dissect him and hear him I say. Yeah. Say you hear this? Yeah, the fuck him I tell people. Yeah.
Our fiscal management and stability and our resilience will only carry us to maybe 1 to 2% growth. But if we're going
and not go say I don't know. Physical management. In that management, my mama pay set and leave game.
Oh, the amount of foolishness Andrew Jones chatting another one for there. Fiscal growth 1 to 2%. So what he just admitted, you know, is that his government is so worthless, ladies and gentlemen. When me say his government is so worthless that they cannot offer 1 to 2% growth off their. Why are they getting paid so much money? Me not understand. Me confused. Why are they getting paid so much money? Aren't they supposed to be the creme de la creme? Aren't they supposed to be the cream of the crop, ladies and gentlemen? What the hell is going on? I don't understand. How are you failing to grow the economy and then blaming the people of Jamaica? Because they are not increasing their productivity. Create better job for them no. Yo, man, just piss me off. Yo, I pay for this in chat.
When that was offer, what kind of physical management? You know, say the base fucking time. I'll be a fuck cream chat. Me crunch numbers, me a 10 on the fuck cream chat. Continue.
To break that threshold of growth that we have had, which has fallen.
Man, I blame Uno now. If we don't have no growth, the whole of Uno, every Jamaican man, I blame after from poverty to prosperity, this piece of shit. I blame the whole of Uno now.
The man promised everybody prosperity. I know him I blame we, the people, because him fail to create the conditions for us to have prosperity. Brother, just resign. Lift up and make a PMP run the country. Yeah, man, in a real life, man, you know what this, man. 5 in 4, all type of promise. Oh, we're gonna make sure that your electricity is low and you don't have to worry yourself, Ray and tea and all horse and body fat and all type of promise, and then boom, rap. Worse condition the economy could have done. All if Hurricane Melissa never did forward, the country would have in a problem same way. Hurricane Melissa only highlight all of the various weaknesses in the economy. That's all Hurricane Melissa can go do. Show us how fragile the economy is. Because these people refuse to spend the capital budget. They refuse to put the system in place for proper tax collection. You know much tax evasion are going on in our country. And they can talk about the poor people them need to increase their productivity. How about the people them if they pay them tax, the big company them pay them flipping tax? How about that? How about they pay the tax that they're supposed to pay? You have company where I collect NIS and NHT and now pay the government and I put it back in them pocket. We not have to call no name. Them name come up how much time. You feel me I deal with? But those people get tax relief because of who them know. Because themselves splash digit.
That for sure not now going to Jamaica. If something in going to Jamaica, I think him that come say this. Hear this Bolo.
On the ceiling of our growth for most of the last decade, we must increase our productivity. Speaking to my friend in the market, as I'm speaking to business people.
The people, if you're a vendor and you take some people goods or you increase the productivity when it's not said, you must speak to the friend in the market and you must.
Yo, that are the perfect question. I am a farmer, Zane, and I have whole heap of tomato, but the tomato them not sell. How am I going to increase my productivity? I too much product me have, brother. You, the government, to create the market to make sure something them sell. Just like with my method, I say, yo, Jamaica people wanna drop a ball in the man. And remember when Dr. Dayton Camp when I break down agriculture food where the man them go do for the farmer them. To make sure so the farmer them things them always a sell from the child program where they must say them a go feed the pit them at least 2 times a day. And the farmer them they wanna go take the blurt now things them from to feed them. So every week them up and the government wanna go pay them feed. So the pit them get nutritious meal put in them belly and the farmer them things are move every week. That is how you help people to gain more profit. Creating the conditions and putting a market and then the storage facility them with the man them when I go build to make sure say man them with them onion them no lose them product them money for you know much productivity is not the problem in Jamaica. Just look on farming, productivity is not the problem. The money we have then goat and then cow. The money my teeth then goat and then cow. Productivity is not the problem. Jamaican people are hardworking people. The money are germs. Money is sick stomach, brother. I blame them. I blame the people them. Or increase productivity. Or collect them. Make sure someone put the system in place so the money can collect the money them when they collect from the big company them. Because all the money them are up. Billions of dollars them are up every year. Remember the car company them? Where then they got caught with? Remember how much billions that car company, them several car company there? When I rob from the tax system, remember? Talking about increased productivity. Someone hey, sure.
Must increase the productivity. Like you give people money for come buy a yam and banana and chocho. And your breadfruit, how what you said. That makes sense? When I talk about shit, you don't own no company. I remember, Grace Kennedy can increase up when them not sell. See, them not build no factory. When I'm talking bullshit, continue.
What have you produced recently?
Yeah, Andrew asked you know what I want to produce recently. This guy was saying,
I want to ask him, based off our promises them when he met, what has he produced to make sure those promises come true? STEM school. Make sure so the big company then come in, so electricity bill low. Prosperity. What have you created? What have you did to make sure that these things materialize? But now it's the people in fault. Now everybody else's fault. I tell you,
Did you contribute to the GDP of the country?
You ask for to contribute to the GDP of the country. Yeah, them fuck we are. What on the man? Hear this.
And if every Jamaican were to ask and answer that question honestly, then we would begin to start to treat with this issue of productivity.
Michael Jackson said it first. Go look on the man in the mirror. Billions of dollars. Whole heap of money, millions of dollars when I get pound to pay. When you tell me say, when I take the money because to retain the best and the brightest, and then Nigel Clark runway Ghana IMF. And him supposed to be the best and the brightest with the economy as a finance minister. And now we have pro box lady and chat nowadays. And this man is coming to tell us about increased productivity and action. I said, go look on the man in the mirror. What have you done to help the people to increase in earning more? What have you done? Good night.
That mean I tell you say Jamaica down. When you listen, these that and then a big mama for run out, I tell you say Jamaica fucked up. And it now go with nothing mash up. You remember say you for ask yourself every Jamaican. In whether if you set the thing that everything rise, we don't know. But them have a time them come out outside the country and run good. Yeah, and joke from out of the fucking the asses mouth. Jamaica fucked up. And him a blame Uno. Hear this.
Because there is a disconnection between what we want and what we produce. Because somehow in our minds, somebody is just going to come and hand it to us. We can't claim to be independent or seeking our independence if we continue to look for our salvation and rescue from outside.
But me not understand. This is a man say we can't claim to be independent. In just some years ago when I said this is an independent and sovereign state. Then hold on, you never know about all of them problems are dead. You never know say productivity need to increase. Yeah man, I talk about the website already splashes. You're late for class. We talked about that a while ago.
People, I'm playing next video with him now. I'm telling you, well, the tourism, I want to help it up because tourism I give him money. You hear him say, then outside them come from. We don't have the productivity. I'll be a fuck him talking about that. Hear this.
We must produce our way to what we want.
We must produce our way to what we want.
Like this man I want the Jamaican people to find an answer for the problem them in Jamaica. But him that is supposed to be the chief. You are the captain of the ship. But you are telling people them say, yo, want to figure out how to sail the ship for me now? Figure out, please, help me. Help me. Please figure out how to sail the ship. Because I am not the captain. It is his responsibility to put the right things in place, ladies and gentlemen. And the man is out walking Davo. The man is out here blaming the people. I'm telling you, yo. When I saw this and Mr. Wayne Lonesome, I called him, Mr. Lonesome send me that video. He say, yo, tomorrow I say that. I know say, he want to sleep and he tired. So I just say, yo, I'm going to react to this based off of how I play. This is unreal, yo.
Most people are wipe car glass and sell a bucket of water and them fucking shit. I tell you, say, I be a garbage him talk, listen him. And this one go tell you, say, the country fucked up here in a real time.
Jamaica produces about 1,400 Jamaican dollars per hour. Barbados produces 3,500. That's about 2.5 times what we do. And the Dominican Republic produces about 4,200 dollars, or 3 times what we produce. Trinidad and Tobago produces 31 US dollars per hour. And Panama produces 43 US dollars, or 5 times what we produce per hour. That's the reality. We are second from the bottom.
Yeah, man, me telling us so. Me telling us so we tie up with the 80.
We are second from the bottom. What a disgrace. Andrew Holness promised prosperity and we have got poverty. He is admitting that he is a failure. 100%. He is admitting that his government, his strategy, whatever it is that he was promising you guys for the last 10 years, he has failed, ladies and gentlemen. I wonder how he thought that in his mind you would have a 5-4. How did it? Wouldn't you have to have a vision as to how to manifest a 5-4 for you to achieve a 5-4? First, you would have to have a vision, and then you would have to implement the vision. But this man just come out and just shut off him mouth and chat pure foolishness and just tell the people and bare lies. A con man. You understand? He tell so much lie, don't remember some of them. If I come to you, ladies and gentlemen, and you have a house that is falling apart, and I say me and my team can rebuild it, remodel it, and make it better, and I know exactly how to do it, and then I come to you and say to you, listen, you have to show me the way how to do it, man. Show me the way how to rebuild the house. Help me. When I already guarantee to you that I have the team and I have the expertise to do so. This man is unreal, ladies and gentlemen.
Here, I'm telling you the reality. Here again, listen.
Or 5 times what we produce per hour. That's the reality. We are second from the bottom. Only Haiti produce less than us.
Alright, so you're there 10 years. And you blame the fucking people, and yesterday I go and you tell them, Ungo 80 produce less than us.
Regionally. Everybody wants everything.
Yes.
But what did you contribute?
Andrew, how your money grow so much over the years. Meanwhile, Jamaica economy when I sink, you wanna grow well to you can't explain. So how your money so enough and Jamaica money so small. How your economic growth so enough but Jamaican economy hasn't gone anywhere. Answer me that fundamental question. Make it make sense. How I think Damian Crawford said it in an interview. The man say, yo, brother, if you could have just transfer your expertise from how you grow your wealth to growing the economy, Jamaica would have good enough. He never said like that, but me spin it to all me want to say. I'm going to try to find back that interview there. But I tell you, man, this guy's...
What did you produce?
No, tell me something now.
Big up this away alone, so. Ladies and gentlemen, you remember this?
We call this Hollywood at your finger.
Remember this because I'm going to show Andrew why the economy not grow. I'm going to show him why the economy not grow. Here? This is why.
Mr. Holiness, we can't love who no love we, sir. You understand? May I try to show you, sir, Mr. Andrew, sir? I'll tell you something, sir.
Wait, go. Please to stand up in the class. It's liquor. But anyway, you no get to it. Dixon say you want one piece. Journeying down to west. So I want.
May I try to show you, sir, Mr. Andrew, sir? I'll tell you something, sir. Well, you don't understand. Because you can relate to where we are going through right now. I mean, I ask if you could ever relate to nothing at all where we are going through. Because right now, if I check your makeup, you don't have a scar upon it. Andrew, you look like a man who never dropped from him band. You don't look like you ever run a race in your life and drop makeup yet. Mr. Andrew, sir, last time now me I come to you, Mr. Prime Minister, sir. There is a constant reminder here in Westmoreland. It's a constant reminder, sir. Everywhere you go, it's blue tarpaulin, sir. Everywhere you go, it's roofless houses and blue tarpaulin. And let me tell you something, Mr. Andrew Holiness. We can't ever, in my sense, comprehend why the government of Jamaica hate the people them so. You understand? Me don't know why the government of Jamaica hate the people them so. What we do you in a life, every time when your election come, people vote for you. And all you do, Mr. Holiness, is dish your shit. You know, some of their hope, you know, myself say, sir, you would have did prove me wrong. I was hoping that you would have proved me wrong, you know, sir. People always have a bunch of story talk. But politician, I always want my own experience because people experience and my experience is two different experiences, Mr. Holiness. And I was hoping that you would have proved me wrong. You come a Westmoreland, you shake me hand, you promise me say everything will be alright. Mr. Andrew Holiness, everything not alright, you know, sir. Everything is not okay, sir. You understand? There's a constant reminder of the disaster everywhere you go. It's like, I guess 30 or 2 weeks ago it's time past because it's fresh still. No, we're not clean up nobody. Mr. Holiness, we're not trying to make you look bad, you know, sir. Are you a self-destruct? Because let me tell you something, sir. Mr. People come from overseas come do more than what you do since the storm. You see your company media say you don't want to see people them a line up and a beg and a haul and pull for food, Mr. Andrew. I mean, Mr. Andrew's Holiness, sir, I don't see you do nothing better. Everything that you comes with, everything that you come with chaos and it come with complication. Sir, everything where you come with no make no sense. I need the people them where clean the office. We need them to retire and give some new people space and time to clean the office and put some courage on the seat. So do not sit so comfortable. Because I feel like when I sit too comfortable now, every time when I go around that big table there and I sit down on that chair there, and I make some stupid decision. Mr. Holiness, we can't love who no love we, sir. You understand? And respect go where respect come from, sir. You cannot constantly at that shit in our face and expect say we are gonna take it. You understand? I am one of those, sir, who was waiting patiently and now put no dot on your name. But right now I bury you, want me bury your name, sir. Because you give me all the dirt I need to pour on you, sir. You made a promise. You understand? Not only to me, but the Jamaican people them. And until now, Mr. Holiness, until now, sir, we sick and tired. Me not gonna stay quiet no more, Mr. Holiness, sir. Me not stay quiet no more, sir. Me a law-abiding citizen of Jamaica, me work hard. And the people them over foreign send money come for your help where you not help with, sir. Me not ask me, I tell you, you don't know nothing about hard life.
Me telling you, I don't think we not hear nothing yet.
This is why the country now produce. You are the problem, Andrew. You are the problem. And your own people them are finding out. Your own labor right people them is finding out, Andrew. Mighty God, how you feel, man? I clip this with me, see if I hear this.
Whole Jamaica they talk about Nikisha Burchell. Why me couldn't fool so late?
Right after that. Them drag him, them class him last year, remember?
True.
And he had to come out and say the same thing, that he's not, they're in different leagues.
True.
Him not in the bagger classing, this one a cuss this one a bring this one down. He looks for resolutions, he looks for things that make sense. And he speaks the truth, even if it may not look the best for his party.
I do not support corruption. Corruption takes money away from children.
What make the Labour Party them Jamaica people? Now me see the reason why Munchie come out swing and 1 foot Kerry where they said Martin. Remember Kerry? Remember say you owe your sister the amount of money you left your sister in Jamaica in so much debt. Remember you take out loan and run with Ghana said Martin and no pay back your sister, no help pay back the loan. 1 foot Kerry where they said Martin we have come out and bring down info. You and the one Munchie be, Madam Speaker, better than that from you Munchie. This is a blessed Sunday afternoon where you should have come out and try to enlighten the country. What Andrew Holness have planned? What is it that Andrew Holness have planned for the country? You come out and spew the lies and the vicious green envy. All because what? Information media is one of those media entities that will tell you the truth, cast it what it will. How we need bloggers like those in this space. I am not going to sit here and make Munchie media. And Munchie and Petal and Kerry bring the TikTok platform into disrepute with lies. The whole of last week, Munchie up on social media about our info leak out Rosalie Hamilton vice all because they know say Rosie and info a good friend. You is a wicked girl. And you never satisfied the whole of last week. You come now to the blessed Sunday afternoon and tell people about anyhow Newton Harris don't win G2K presidency. And info making you lose because info post a video with the man and the video damage the man credibility. How can you? Because the man never cuss G2K president. The man just said the G2K movement is too quiet and he is the right person to revitalize the movement. Nothing wrong with that. Munchie come out now and tell people in this Sunday afternoon say anyhow Newton don't win G2K president this afternoon. And information media is to be blamed. Well, Newton never win, you know. He's a girl from nowhere win. So me want to know what go become. What go become at the Jamaica Labour Party. And information media, see it there? That's why they tell us the money can't buy class. Nobody know this a girl from nowhere. And all of the forerunner them which are they have up a show up long tick. Them no win G2K president. Here is a young lady where emerge the victor. Well, me dear, me know how you go manage, you know, because Gabriela Marisa go walk right all over you, my love. I don't know how you gonna manage sister girl because I know Gabby, yeah, and Peter Gay. I wanted a hot fiery one. I don't remember what she name. But me don't know how you gonna survive girly because me not tell you no lie. Me see it clear say Gabby Maris I go walk right over you, my love.
So ladies and gentlemen, it's your brother Bolo VNR and we this yes I
else has them. What? And more will come. I promise you more will come. Ishmael.
I've been to the Jamaica Labour Party on more than one occasion and tell them to leave me alone. Because me know that it's Juliet Oldness set than a I can't.
We need help, Jesus.
And 2. Deal with the Almontown division and isolate the Raytown division. I've been to the Jamaica Labour Party and know that
people Dre Bryan take down the video off on YouTube to do the full clip with the Rosalie. I ain't me look for the full clip with the Rosalie versus Donovan Williams. You see how they make that dead down? Dead. One meeting down a Belmont Road, man. And that was the end. That was the end of it. See if me can find. I went this 6 months ago and I saw that. Like I said, I went Rosalie thing they go on. 6 months ago. No, so I'm going too far back. I'm going too far back, man. I'm going way too far back. Wow. Alright, I'm going too far back. Never find it still. I am determined to find the Rosalie clip. Nobody know have a full voice note with Rosalie. I'm sorry, say me never download the and to tip on the channel. The full voice note them with Rosalie. I hate this. Apostle Peter Chambers was right. Was that the first video that I did? Okay. You got this.
And as I said, because you drive a Mercedes this morning. Helen is asked.
So that Andrew, I try to show you, so Mr. Andrew, sir.
This are the biggest liberator in Jamaica. See how they? Ladies and gentlemen, he might take them himself. And trust me, you guys are gonna see the prophetic come to pass. You're gonna tax dollars.
You want me bury your name,
oh
sir?
My God. Listen.
One and all. You call me fish.
Listen
my
this.
way, then Jamaica.
I remember this. Exactly.
All over Jamaica.
But you remember when him talk about the part out loud in Jamaica. People have influence on things. Sasslin said we live in West no peace. By the way, this man is a join the
Well, all the people yes will get interesting.
Okay, so the people them also get money in a spoilers and gave Andre the money to share up at Alman Town. The next time we get the money.
Want everybody
Stick a pin.
yes, stick up in my boss.
Stick a pin because it'll get nice. Stick a
Uncle,
pin
uncle, big
because
up,
it'll get
uncle.
nice.
Big up.
Rosie just say she give who? Yo-yo. Then Yo-yo no Rosie boyfriend.
Lord Jesus, well Lord. Me not even know, hey listen, I don't business about her once. I don't business about Rosie life, but when you talk about the people in tax dollars, that is context. So according to him, he might ask if Yo-yo no Rosie boyfriend. Now granted, Miss Rosalie Hamilton a big woman, you know.
Me what's that? Yo, me she's looking at me the control.
Okay, so the people them also get money in a spoilers and gave Andre the money to share up at Alman Town. The next time we get the money, the $500,000, you were supposed to get $200,000 and me get $300,000. I did ask you for some material and you tell me, say, Rosie, when you get the money, take the $200,000. You forgot that? Listen, Donovan. You can't tell a lie from me, you know, because I said, me, I go in the social media. You walk and you tell the MP them how much money you give them. Which fuck you ever give me money, Donovan? Yes, you expect me to take the money. When you give work projects, you expect me to take the money. Donovan, me not take the money. Stop telling lie from me.
Shut up, all boss.
When I talk to you again, you know, this is Mr. Talk. Mr. Talk, I'm your cock. Don't make me live on my mouth in the social media for your teeth in Donovan, you know. Don't make me live on my mouth for you.
So let me understand this now. What Rosie has said, you know, is when the MP get the contracts and him subdivide it within the divisions.
Okay, big up.
She, Rosie, would get
welcome to
her
the fan club,
portion to carry out infrastructure work.
Yes.
To which she get money to carry out the work. But in Rosie's defense, Rosie is saying that whatever funds allocated to carry out infrastructure work, she ensure that the work is done and the money is spent.
Right.
But Rosie is painting a narrative that the MP would like for her to go in at the taxpayers' money and take out some out of it to feed herself, and then the balance that leave, she use it to do a shabby work in the division, but she will not have it.
That's what I'm understanding as well. That is where the conflict seems to lie between. Andrew, the reason why productivity is being stalled is because of situations like what Rosie explained. When MPs as thief with tax dollars instead of put it into the infrastructure. It's not the people are the problem. Who are the problem? Create better jobs for the youth them. Put in place better education system to maximize the youth them potential. You are the problem, not the people. Right? Let's just get that very, very clear. I'm so sorry I didn't find Rosie the full clip, but I'm gonna search back for it. As a matter of fact, I think it should be Andre Bryan's TikTok page. Why didn't I think of that before? Yeah, I think a good portion of it should be there.
So there's a video around where the Prime Minister addressed the whole TCN.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Jerry Bryan. I think him have the full Rosie clip on him thing. I believe so. I have to go down a bit though, but it should be there. Should be there. That was a viral clip. Should be there. I think this is it. Yeah man, I think this is the first one.
Bitch Donovan. Worthless Donovan. Me know your file. Me know your file. You understand that? Worthless Donovan. Croft Donovan. Me know your file. Mongrel Donovan. Me know your file. Donovan when I come from nowhere. I demand them up at Tower Hill. Used to rob the yappies them and feed you and your family. I frighten. You never angle money so in your life. Yeah. And you see all of them vice note, fuck with me. And see if me not let them go in at the public. Leave me alone, Donovan. You hear me? I want you. Me know worthless Donovan. Bitch Donovan. Worthless Donovan. Me know your file. Me know your file. You understand that? Worthless Donovan. Croft Donovan. Me know your file. Mongrel Donovan. Me. You forgot to when you come in at the constituency, you never have no money. A liquor Danny used to lend you money. And you make liquor Danny dead. You, cause the boy lend you money, and when you pay him back Christmas, you give the boy $50,000 for share for him and Fidel and Tavar. That's why Tavar and Fidel run away and eat you. And you make Danny liquor Danny run away and gone a foreign. So me know everything liquor Danny tell me before him go away. Say him no want this you. So him a go leave you alone. Cause you was him liar. Listen, Donovan. Why you think me skeptic of you? Because me know your file. The man them what your brother carry from Towel come down here. Election when you were running at the 2020. As you win the night, the man them come back the morning, come tell me, say, una go sorry Donovan in the seat. Donovan feisty, Donovan thief, Donovan mean, and Donovan lie. Yeah. I'm dead. And every day the man them call me and say me they tell you, Rosie, so una go sorry Donovan in the seat because Donovan are wicked. But let me tell you something. Me I get you out here. And me carry you in here, you know. Me never know when you are coming here. Remember, them never tell me when you are coming here. You come in by night. But me wait to the place where me born and grow to take you out. And me go take you back out here. Me go take you back out here because you me know me did have a whole heap of boy, girl I deal with. So me know what to say to them and when not to say to them. Leave me alone, Donovan. You hear me? I want you? Leave me alone. Because me know you can't stay in a Central Kingston. You could have, me not even talk about Jesus. The devil on your back, you can't stay in here. Me no in a selection. Me I give him the seat. But me I go run pan something else cause PMP have to win the seat. JLP can't win it back. Me I make sure them not win it back. That's all me have to do. So me in an argument with you. Me know me did have a whole heap of boy. Send me a text. If him can talk to me, he want to talk to me about something. If I didn't know Sir Lawrence Rowe number, I wouldn't even answer it. But it never have no name on it. When I call back the number and ask, who is this? Him say Lawrence Rowe. He want to ask me a question. Lawrence Rowe asks me, I tell me, say Chris and Ramon, the list of the Raytown division, people them will forget the $20,000. Him gave Alia 100 paper farms for fill out. And Alia do all kind of things with the farm them and stupidness and him give them to Ramon and Chris and now the people them now go get the benefits because it late and the farms them do. My ask Lawrence Rowe, why you bringing that argument to me? I have nothing to do with the farms. When Una do the things, Una never tell me nothing. What I bring. But guess what? Him Lawrence Rowe go on like him smart. Him a try to feel me out if me and Alia and Chris and Ramon in a dialogue. So him want to know if on a circle is trustworthy. Your circle, Donovan Williams, not trustworthy because you have Lawrence Rowe and they will walk and talk everything. Him a carry news to you and him a carry news to everybody else. So your circle will never private. Never. Because Donovan, me know every single thing where you do, how you do, when you do, where you do. You ask them where you have around you. If me did make them know nothing where me I do anytime at all. Them get duties for execute. Them never get duties. Them never be a part of no decision making. Because me know me did have a whole heap of boy, girl I deal with. Lawrence Rowe.
A political.
So ladies and gentlemen, Rose make some serious accusation against Donovan Williams. And if we take those things into account, not necessarily Donovan Williams, but any other MP within the Jamaica Labour Party, if those allegations are being levied about money being siphoned off of our projects, our productivity is being used in the wrong way to fill the pockets of politicians. And this man have the audacity to come tell you about we must increase the productivity. The devil is a liar. And Jones need to go away. Don't make me know what think in the comment section. Yeah? Don't talk that man. Don't talk that bad. But I see one look on news Jamaica I have to touch upon. We could have never leave tonight and not touch upon this. Me say, mighty God, where there? Let me go over my Facebook page, yeah. Let me go over my Facebook page. I feel like answer that lady. Now listen to this. 2 minutes, me go answer. Since she takes a lot, me go answer. Let me answer Juliet Cuthbert. Let me answer.
A defiant state minister in the Ministry of National Security, Juliet Cuthbert Flynn, denied allegations of being investigated by the Integrity Commission. She was responding to a press release from the People's National Party, PNP, demanding answers from her regarding a deleted social media post.
On the record, I'm commenting, I have never, in my 10 years as a member of parliament or state minister, ever received any letter from the Integrity Commission about any investigation. And that is how that should be done, right? So I'm not sure where the PNP got that from. But the PNP, they're mischievous, they mislead, and they lie. They outright lie. And they make up stuff. They should be ashamed of themselves right now as to what is going on with that leaked tape. Trying to...
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. No bullshit, bro.
You know, mislead the public and also trying to malign people's names.
However, Cuthbert Flynn says that the post, which might have been removed by one of her social media handlers, did not mention anything about her being investigated.
My post mentioned nothing about me being investigated. There's a lawyer by the name of Kenyatta who posted that and insinuated that. So maybe you need to go and also speak with him. And he's a lawyer. So he doesn't want a lawsuit, you know, right? He doesn't want a lawsuit. And so I never mentioned any such thing. Nothing like that was written in my post. Kenyatta Powell is the one who instigated all of this and kept repeating it on social media because this is exactly what he wanted. Exactly what's happening now is what he wanted. And that's it. The PNP, they're trifling. They're disgusting and they're trifling. They're a trifling set.
The state minister has one direct message for the Integrity Commission.
I would implore the Integrity Commission to come out and make a statement. They cannot.
You know, so that woman is real. How come she didn't I post she there? She actually read the Integrity Commission Act. There's a gap clause for the come out and say what?
Listen to me. They cannot keep doing this to people's names. And these people out there who are aligned with the PNP, like Kenyatta Powell, this is what they do. And I'm not going to allow anybody to take my name and drag it through any mud in this country.
Natasha Williams, C.
We're going to go back to your post, ladies and gentlemen. Because that woman here chat be a foolishness. Yeah, man, I be a foolishness chat, man. What she say right there, so? Illicit enrichment is to rile up all the people who dislike politicians. To stain us, unfortunately. That stain stays after all is cleared and the hate remains. Miss, you out of your own account, by your social media handle, put out this, that illicit enrichment is to rile up all the people who dislike politicians. I am taken aback by that statement. Illicit enrichment means that people are thief money and not earning it properly. So how can you belittle illicit enrichment as if it is not a crime? As if you are accepting that illicit enrichment is okay, that politicians can earn money and not be able to explain how they earn their money legally. This is very concerning for me as a private citizen. I don't have no trust in you, and I am questioning whether or not the Integrity Commission is actually investigating you based off this statement that you make out of your mouth. That's what, and then what you just said a while ago, added to this, I am suspecting that you might be under investigation. But you said that you were not. But time will tell. Time will tell. Talking about illicit enrichment is there to stain politicians. If you are not illicit enriching yourself, how can you be stained? If your assets are certified, you are clean. Why are you so opposed to the investigation of illicit enrichment, Juliet Cuthbert? Is it that you cannot explain your wealth? Is it that you are being looked into? Any person that have common sense would ask these questions based off this post that you made on your social media, whether you deleted it or not. It's forever. People are going to screenshot it. And here we have it. You are a lawyer. Go and read the Basel Institute of Governance cases. Are clearly investigated and are persons given a chance to conduct hearing before their names are put into public for illicit enrichment. Alright, our hearings conducted in Jamaica when there is an investigation, I keep hearing that persons who are accused are not given a chance to explain. Is that true? So this is her responding to the individual that she's talking about. And then she said the IC only a month ago tried to enter my home and didn't want to give the gate any information. They told the security they wish to visit my premises. How did we get this information? You put it out. No, any well-thinking person is going to ask, so hold on, why did you not let in the Integrity Commission? And are you being investigated for illicit enrichment? Those are logical questions based off your own post that you deleted, miss. So no, you can't come, oh, I'm not gonna, no, you cause all of this, nobody else. These are questions, and questions are made to be asked. Know that the pressure is on, the temperature too hot. What? You're not confident no more? Oh, you're gonna threaten, oh, we're gonna sue. You know, most of them sue. They were turned back because they tried to visit without prior notifications. And I challenge that. The Integrity Commission, I don't remember one time when the Integrity Commission visited somebody and did not give them notification. So it's either you never get the notification or you were ignoring the notification and then decide to come here. But I would like to know how this goes, but guess what? The Integrity Commission cannot come out and speak on it. So why would you even ask them to do that when you know by law they cannot do that? And you are a lawmaker? Come on, bro. See, this is the games they play. Everything that she said about the PNP, that is her and the JLP. I was gonna play it again to remind you that she's talking about herself. They tried to turn back. They were turned back because they tried to visit without prior notification from me, the resident. With what kind of crap is that? I was shown the video of their vehicle. So this is her saying that the Integrity Commission came to her home. Of course, that's going to raise questions. One of the biggest issues we have is with illicit enrichment. That's one of the biggest issues we have. Let's listen to her again, ladies and gentlemen.
EVM News. A defiant state minister in the Ministry of National Security, Juliet Cuthbert Flynn, denied allegations of being investigated by the Integrity Commission. She was responding to a press release from the People's National Party, PNP, demanding answers from her regarding a deleted social media post.
On the record, I'm commenting, I have never, in my 10 years as a member of parliament or state minister, ever received any letter from the Integrity Commission about any investigation. And that is how that should be done, right? So I'm not sure where the PNP got that from. But the PNP, they're mischievous, they mislead, and they lie. They
PMP are mischievous, they mislead and they lie. Alright. Let's look what the PMP said. And the JLP does that. Not the PMP. Not mischievous at all. Alright. Let's go to the statement that the PMP put out. I'm sure it's here somewhere. I never read it, to be quite honest with you. Oh, happy birthday to Dwayne Vaz, him and Mr. Floyd Morris, both of them. You know. Yes, this is the statement. So let's see what they put out. The People's National Party is deeply troubled by two now deleted social media posts on July 20th, 2026 by Juliet Cuthbert-Flynn, Member of Parliament and Minister of State in the Ministry of National Security and Peace, in which she appeared to minimize the seriousness of illicit enrichment as a crime. Come on now, somebody. I'm dead. Talk to them, no man. The lady minimized the seriousness of illicit enrichment as a criminal offense. So where is the mischievousness in this? The premise and the reason for this notice is because of her minimizing the seriousness of illicit enrichment as a criminal offense. The post includes statements which indicate that Mrs. Cuthbert-Flynn may herself be the subject of an Integrity Commission scrutiny. However, instead of clarifying this, she chose to delete her post. So when you delete the post and people are asked a question, it is right for the PMP ask her, Miss Cuthbert-Flynn, are you being investigated? So it says the PMP calls on Miss Cuthbert to publicly state the definite terms whether she is currently under investigation. Under the Integrity Commission investigation, Jamaican people, both home and in the diaspora, deserves honest and precision from their public officials, particularly one entrusted with national security. This is fair. What is mischievous about this? I don't understand. What is mischievous about this? Hey, PMP, this is what you're supposed to do as the opposition. Keep your foot on their necks. Don't take it off. But mischievous. Are the right thing to do? Ask her, make you put out a statement. And we must remember, how are you doing, Angela? We must remember, ladies and gentlemen, that this is the same government that has a leader that said he searched far and wide. And he doesn't know about anybody that is being investigated. While he was being investigated around the same time, Andrew Wheatley was being investigated. Now we know that's why you cannot trust the Labour right. Them ball out! Whoa, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out from Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland. Me I go to Portland. Why me I travel to Portland? Take out somebody, man or woman.
Outright lie. And they make up stuff. There should be.
Jamaica, what did the PMP make up in this post? They didn't make up anything. She minimized the seriousness of illicit enrichment. That's a fact. C-tier illicit enrichment is to rile up all the people who dislike politicians to stay in us. You are the liar, Mrs. Cuthbert. You are the liar. Alright? Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Let's continue.
Be ashamed of themselves right now as to what is going on.
You should be ashamed of yourself for coming out here and lying on the People's National Party about them. What lie did they tell on you? You are the liar. You should be ashamed.
With that leaked tape, trying to, mislead the public and also trying to malign people's names.
So, the leaked tape. I could go to the leaked tape, ladies and gentlemen. Because she said it a malign people's names. Let us go to the league tape. Cause me I make time for you. Me I make time for you tonight on this late night. Because I'm going to post this video. But I'm going to pause the reaction because I'm going to look for the leak tape. See? Leaked tape PMP. We can find the leak tape. Let me see if we can find the leak tape. Leak voice note. I hate this. You don't want to hear film commentary. I just want to hear the leak tape. You know? I don't want to hear the demon them voice. To be quite honest with you. And I just want to hear the leak tape. See? That's all. Alright, let me see.
That and this.
First of all, she identifies the male.
Maria, the concern I'm raising is this, that and this.
First of all, she identifies the male. Listen again.
I don't want to hear his voice, bro. I'm good. I just want to hear the voice note uninterrupted. Alright? That's all. I don't want to hear his voice. For what? Oh, you're not demon voice, brother. PMP. Thank you for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. If somebody could have send me the clip. If somebody could have sent me the clip, that would be nice, but never search feed. When did it come out, by the way? I think it was a couple days ago. When did it come out? I think it's before this month. More children. I'm gonna find it. Did I have it on my Facebook? Did I share it on my Facebook? Let me check. Let me check if I shared it on my Facebook. Let me see if I shared it on my Facebook. See if we share it. Let me see if I shared it on my Facebook page. I might have, you know. Oh God, that little girl there. Why am I tell her that's something that bother me? Really bother me. Little girl there don't deserve to die like that, bro. Parents, please. Please. Do the right thing. I guess, oh, you know what? Let me just duplicate this page. I don't know if I had retweeted it. Let me see if I had retweeted it. See if I had retweeted it. No, I did not. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that really sucks. Yeah, that really sucks. I have to do it the hard way then. I was trying to be smart. I don't. Ooh, that's not it. I don't even remember it's which day. That's the problem too. Crawford, JTA, So much things happening in the news. Maybe I'm gonna pass it, you know. Yeah, maybe I'm gonna pass it. But if I saw the case, man, if I listen to that brother there for 7 minutes, nah, bro, I'm not doing that. I am not doing that. I don't want to hear him for 7 minutes. The voice notes are very direct. Voice notes are very direct. PMP leaked voice notes. JLP condemns the file alleged Nara voice note. I don't want to see that. JFJ criticizes JFJ. Man, bruh. I want the original voice notes. I don't want to hear none of that foolishness these people talking about. Alright? I don't want to hear none of that. Chang slams leak PMP voice note. Chang, of all the people that says the worst things about the Jamaican people, and tell the police them, give the police them directive to harm Jamaican people, talking about these slams on the backside. Read that. Come on. Is this? Let me see.
Guys, let's check out this video.
A member of the PNP's powerful National Executive Committee, NEC, is suggesting.
Come on, phone page. No, I hear none of that. We just want context, isn't it? Oh, God. So, where is the article with the voice notes for crying out loud? From Oceanwide. Where is that? I can't believe this woman really come out of that bullshit. Hey, Andre, they tell about that woman, you know? So, I don't understand what the fuss is about, to be quite honest with you. Where the commentary, that's why I'm wanting more of a listening to again, you know. That's why I'm more hear it, isn't it? Oh, I not even remember how they frame me. Let's see. This is it. PMP discuss how to attack Nara. Find it. Oh, got him. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. So I found the clip. Let's listen to what they said. Listen to this.
Mario, the concern I'm raising is this, that Anderson's track record is not one full of blemish that it will be so easy to attach certain things to him. The corruption argument not going to be attached to him so easily, right? In my humble opinion, I think they've outsmarted us and then put in this man now to be a CEO and whatever. Reality is we need to ensure that the average Jamaican is saying we don't care who he is. He could have full of integrity, like wow, he could have been whatever. He's the man who sought out all of the hurricane relief that got it to Jamaica, whether we know it or not. So I would love for us to be able to put that information together, package it for the ground so that the average Jamaican can get that information. Mario, the concern.
So she is discussing packaging the truth about the man, not attacking nothing, understanding the facts. What is the uproar about? Let's hear the next voice note.
Bear in mind that the Naira bill is what the JLP sees as its glory and its savior for a fourth term and a fifth term and whatever. Speaking to some of them recently, some of the operatives, they see Naira as their way out to get back in tune with the Jamaican public, because they know them in a bad state, the public itself, with the cost of living and everything. So they see Naira as a saving grace, and they are going to do everything in their power to try to get whatever done, which means bypassing like our parish council, which, you know, probably would have do delay tactics and don't get it, which is why they did it that way. But safety standards and these things is a concern. So, well, let's play our ball game of politics. Bear in mind.
So, safety standards are a concern. So, which Jamaican is not concerned about safety standards? Hold on, I'm going to go to the article. I'm going to pause this again because I don't really understand what people are talking about. Let me go to the article. What's it called again? Discovery Bay protected zone upheld in court against PM ruling to overthrow decision. Let me see if that works. See if we can find the article. Dry Harbor. Booyah! Man, I love this, bro. I'm built for this, bro. Boy, what? Don't play with me. Yo, don't play with me. I just found it. Supreme Court says its Dry Harbor Mountain ruling protects against likely environmental harm. Let's read. Let's read, ladies and gentlemen.
Latest news, sports, business. The Supreme Court on Wednesday underscored that constitutional rights must not only be safeguarded after harm occurs, as it struck down a 2020 environmental permit granted to Bengal Development Limited for mining activities in Rio Bueno, Dry Harbor Mountains, Discovery Bay, St. Anne. The court ruled that the decision to grant the license was unconstitutional and of no legal effect. The ruling blocks the proposed quarrying operation in the ecologically sensitive Dry Harbor Mountains, where residents argued that the development threatened their constitutional right to a healthy environment. President of the three-panel court, Justice Sonia Wint-Blair, emphasized that nothing harmful has yet taken place, but the decision opened the door for it to happen. The permit authorized that decision, and the Constitution protects against likely harm as well as actual harm, she said.
Stick a pin, Jamaica. Only hear that a while ago? Nothing harmful has happened yet. But the decision to open the door for it to happen cannot stand. So the court said unconstitutional. You see Nara and the power when Nara give Andrew. Andrew already tried to overturn this, and the court ruled that it was unconstitutional. The potential for harm is concerning. So the vice note then when the PNP have right there so is to protect the people of Jamaica from the potential harm of Nara. So with the drunk them all on JF, JD and Jackson in their own business, they will all if go away. Go away. You forgot about this? You forgot about this a court ruling here? The entity that is responsible for protecting the environment told the company that they could not mine in the area. Andrew Onisnam office overturned it. And what did the court say? Let's continue to read and listen.
Justice Wint-Blair also noted that although the court acknowledged the projected economic benefits of the proposed 20-year project, the evidence pointed to a significant risk of environmental harm in a fragile ecosystem known for its endemic flora and fauna. The Constitutional Court granted judgment this morning in favor of 6 residents who challenged the approval of the project. The residents had filed a constitutional claim against the Attorney General of Jamaica, first defendant, the Natural Resources Conservation Authority, NRCA, second defendant, and Bengal Development Limited, third defendant, seeking declarations that the decision infringed on their right to enjoy a healthy and productive environment free from threats of injury, damage, environmental abuse, and degradation of the ecological heritage.
Stick a pin, and a drunk labor right government is appealing this. It infringes, this to the argument where they win. The decision infringes on their right to enjoy a healthy environment, a healthy and productive environment, free from threats of injury, damage, environmental abuse, and degradation of the ecology, of the ecological heritage. And Andrew Owners decides, say, I don't care. We're going to appeal it. Let's continue.
Heritage. They also argued that their rights to reside in any part of Jamaica and to protection from degrading or inhumane treatment were breached. Among the relief sought was an order for an injunction restraining Bengal from starting or continuing any mining, quarrying, or other activity pursuant to the permit. In its ruling, the court declared that the environmental permit, which had authorized the mining and quarrying of bauxite, peat, sand, and other minerals in the ecologically sensitive Dry Harbor Mountain area, was null, void, and of no legal effect. The permit was originally granted on November 5, 2020, and later amended in December of that year. Additionally, the court issued an injunction restraining Bengal Development, its agents, and employees from commencing or continuing any mining or related activities on the Bengal lands under the disputed permit. The panel, which also included Andrea Thomas and Tricia Hutchinson-Shell, made several declarations. It found that both the ministerial decision to overrule the NRCA and the granting of the permit were likely to breach constitutional protections guaranteeing citizens the right to a healthy and safe environment. The dispute dates back to May 2020, when the NRCA denied Bengal Development's application for an environmental permit on environmental and public health grounds. The company appealed, and Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness, who has oversight responsibility for the NRCA, overturned that decision and granted the permit later that year, subject to 76 conditions. In December 2020, 8 residents filed a constitutional claim. However, 2 withdrew, leaving 6 claimants in the matter. Michael Hilton represented the claimants, while Annalisa Lindsay appeared on behalf of the government. Bengal Development was represented by Abe Dabdob, while Kimberly Myrie Essier appeared for the NRCA.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is why the leaked voice note is important, to protect the citizens of Jamaica from a potential abuse. That is what the PMP, they are the watchdogs for the people of Jamaica's best interests. So when this lady here, Cuthbert, whatever she want to name, I come talk about mischievous and lies and cut the crap and cut the malarkey.
However, Cuthbert Flynn says that the post, which might have been removed by one of her social media handlers, did not mention anything about her being investigated.
My post mentioned nothing about me being investigated. There's a lawyer by the name of Kenyatta who posted that and insinuated that. So maybe you need to go and also speak with him. And he's a lawyer, so he doesn't want a lawsuit, right? He doesn't want a lawsuit. And so...
Please, lady, don't treat the man with a good time. Please sue him. He's a liar. Sue him. Please. Please sue him now. Since I'm so confident about this and that. What the PMP said is on point. You said illicit enrichment is to rile up all the people who dislike politicians. Your statement here downgrades the seriousness of the crime. And that is a problem, and that's why the PNP asked you for clarity. Are you being investigated? You say no, move on. All of this rest of stuff we are talking about, we don't want to hear it. Because it's nonsense. It's absolute nonsense.
I never mentioned any such thing. Nothing like that was written in my post. Kenyatta Powell is the one who instigated all of this and kept repeating it on social media because this is exactly what he wanted. Exactly what's happening now is what he wanted. And that's it. The PNP, they're
so you know, say this is what you wanted, but you go put up social media posts. And lady, this is what your post said. This is what your post said, you know. Juliet Cuthbert, Twitter. You said the IC a few months ago tried to enter your home and didn't want to give the gate any information. They told the security they wished to visit the premises. They were turned back because they tried to visit without prior notification from me, the resident. What kind of crap is that? I was shown the video of their vehicle. So, Juliet Cuthbert, your own words raise questions. And any judge knows that it is not unreasonable for people to think or assume based off these utterances from your own social media, unless your social media was hacked. But you didn't claim that. You said that it might have been deleted by one of your social media handlers. You cannot deny it was there because the screenshot is here. So based off this is where the questions came from. It is your fault or your handlers, nobody else's. Out of order. Talking about sue. Sue no man.
trifling. They're disgusting and they're trifling. They're a trifling set.
You are disgusting, Juliet Cuthbert, and you are trifling. We've heard some voice notes with your disgusting and trifling self. You're talking about yourself.
The state minister has one direct message for the Integrity Commission.
I would implore the Integrity Commission to come out and make a...
First of all, before you implore the Integrity Commission, you forget to Miss Apant and say, hold on, let me find it. I come like she forgot to make. Let me answer her. Let me answer her. She forget. Let me answer Juliet Cuthbert. She forgot, ladies and gentlemen. Let me give me a second. What do you put out about that video? Let me answer her. I look like she don't remember. You understand? Let me answer Juliet Cuthbert. She don't remember what Mr. Pantan say. I think she needs a proper reminder, ladies and gentlemen. Let me implore the Integrity Commission. What a thing. No, sir. How embarrassing. Where is it? It shouldn't be that far. It's just the other day I pulled it up, and reposted it, Yes, it's just the other day, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. I think it's I think I've gone too far. It shouldn't be this far. No, it shouldn't be this far. It should not be this far. It should be right around here. Should be right around here. Very clear and cogent message. I see chairman. Yeah, that's not it. I'm sure it's not that. Sure saying I think this is it. The Disturbing Trend by Marissa Dalrymple. Hold on.
He commended the Commission in our Anti-Corruption Day celebration. He said, under the leadership of Chairman the Honourable Mr. Justice Seymour Panton, the Commission continues to distinguish itself, operating without fear or favour in pursuit of a just and comprehensive approach to addressing corruption. Also, in 2020, he commended the Commission to point out that the persons who made those statements know that it is not true. They know that we know it is not true. And they know that Jamaicans know that it is not true. There's a situation where that the 5 commissioners have our performance higher than the Prime Minister, that know that it is not true.
A needed reminder, ladies.
I've noted over the past couple of years that remarks have been made that the Commission is partisan and that the Commission, that somebody will take the leadership to correct them. We on the Commission, we are committed to doing what the legislation permits us to do. That is what is happening. And it is not fair for the employees to be set in a stage where they can be set upon. So I trust that folks will realize that the reports that we send from the Integrity Commission, they are reports of facts. There are factual statements in the reports. Of course, there are recommendations attached to the reports which the law allows. The law says that the Director of Investigation may make recommendations. The recommendations that are made, the Parliament need not follow them. In fact, the Parliament in Jamaica has a history of recommendations being made by people who make reports, Commission of Inquiry, and the recommendations are ignored. So we understand that, and we should not really have a situation where we are being pilloried for doing what the legislation allows.
In this portion of this video, we want to put the icing on the cake, ladies and gentlemen. Listen to the People's National Party's representative in this committee.
Member Chuck's last set of comments in relation to the way the ICE operates. I don't know if it was this committee or the Joint Select Committee, but
is to distinguish itself, operating without fair approach to addressing corruption. Parliamentarians are not true, although they know that on their question of partisanship made in this room, one other than the court, and it needs to be a question of partisanship.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's go back to what this lady just said about that.
See, the PMP, they're trifling. They're disgusting and they're trifling. They're a trifling set.
The State Minister has one direct message for the Integrity Commission.
I would implore the Integrity Commission to come out and make a statement. They cannot listen to...
Juliet Cuthbert, these are the only statement y'all get. Let me remind you something.
And malice. As regards some other statements made in this room about giving orders, the Commission takes orders from no one other than the court, and it needs to be the Commission takes orders from no one other than the court. Of course, there is God-given orders which we...
So Juliet Cuthbert, you hear that? Just to remind you, the Commission takes orders from no one but the court. Are you the court? Boy, you tell Commission, boy, they must come out and must. How are you, man?
They cannot keep doing this to people's names. And these...
What is the Integrity Commission doing to people's names? So you are attacking the Integrity Commission as well? The reports on... I come like me need to remind her about something again where the General said. About the report them. Yeah, I think I need to remind her. Guy look like she'll lose her brain cells.
To doing what the legislation permits us to do. That is what is happening. And it is not fair for the employees to be set in a stage where they can be set upon. So I trust that folks will realize that the reports that we send from the Integrity Commission, they are reports of facts. There are factual statements in the reports. Of course, there are recommendations.
So, Juliet Cuthbert, you hear that? What the Integrity Commissioner do? Putting out reports of facts. Out order. I come talk about illicit enrichment is to rile up all the people who dislike the politician. Kuyoto. You try to play victim already, that's why people believe say you're under investigation and your fault. And I come play victim.
People out there who are aligned with the PMP, like Kenyatta Powell, this is what they do. And I'm not going to allow anybody to take my name and drag it through any mud in this country.
Natasha Williams, CVM News.
What you mean? Go and defend yourself, yes. But when the report come out, what you go do? If you're being investigated, we're gonna revisit this. We're gonna see if you have the same energy when we revisit that same situation here. God, go with the Juliet Cuthbert. And that me I tell you, I'm going to talk about Ray and Tape. Hey people, wanna big up on yourself, thanks for sticking around. You understand? Like, share, and subscribe. That is my time. I don't want to go no more nice now, mother here. I hope she asleep. I hope I don't wake her. But I had to go through this, ladies and gentlemen. And trust me, there's always more, but, and there's a but. I have to make sure that I am, dealing with the things in the right ways, man. Alright, big up everybody for the live. Silver name, Splash TT, everybody. Word is love. Everybody on TikTok, big up on yourself. Alright, thanks for the tops, thanks for everything. Whatever you guys said, big up on yourself. Alright, the word is up sooner or later. See you? I'm out.